This thing just went on and on. There are all these fucking monologues.
All right.
Middle Eastern man takes center stage, telling some horror story, you know? Some atrocity that took place in his village. Or women in burqas talking about honor killings. You know how their fathers tried to hack them to death because their brothers raped them, and it's just...
Excuse me, recycling?
Oh.
Honey, come sit down.
Oh, I can't when there's a mess.
The thing is, I know the people they put on stage. You know, I know them. I've lived with them. We both have. So seeing them turned into these anthropologic curiosities, like dioramas in a museum, bathed in this romantic Caravaggio lighting with this hollow Persian-sounding music, it just... Oh, the play the other night.
Ugh.
Did you hate it too?
Not as much as he did. He hates plays. He's like one of those miserable men you see at matinees whose wives force them at gunpoint.
What's those fucking seats? It's like you're trapped. You can never leave.
I need a drink. Stat.
They gone?
Gone in a town car on their way to JFK.
Thank God.
Who?
My
father.
father and his new wife, Evita.
Is her name really Evita?
Evelyn, my little joke. Oh.
You better watch it. One of these days you're gonna call her Evita to her face.
I think I already have.
Wait, I want to know why you went to this thing in the first place.
Well, everybody was telling us that we had to see it.
Busman's Holiday, no?
We got that incredible review.
I saw that.
Shattering. Unforgettable.
The place was packed.
You know, people will pay $100 to be shattered. That's how much they want to be shattered.
I like musicals. I don't know why people would pay all of that money to be depressed.
I'm with you, kid.
Oh, Sid, it's your wedding.
You said all that bending can't be good for you.
I am fine. I've been doing all of this prenatal Pilates.
Anyway, what I'm saying
What
is...
are you
How long has he
saying?
been carrying on like this?
It's not truth. It's kiss.
Inside voice.
Fake sentimental shit. A passage for truth. People trick themselves into thinking they're having this authentic experience when it's completely manufactured. Hell on earth made palatable, packaged as an evening's entertainment.
But people are seeing it though, right? I mean, isn't that encouraging? They want to be
But
informed.
these people don't need to be informed. They read the paper, they listen to NPR. The ones who should be seeing it, the Mujahideen and the Taliban, but let's face it, they don't get to the theater very much. So it's that favorite lefty pastime, preaching to the choir. You know, they sit there, they weep at the injustice, and they stand at the end shouting, "Bravo!" They congratulate themselves for enduring such a grueling experience. And then they go home feeling like they've actually done something, when in reality, all they have done is assuage their liberal guilt.
Are you finished?
What are you saying? These stories are off limits to anyone but people like you who have been on the front lines?
No, of course not.
They shouldn't be told at all?
I don't know, Richard. I don't have the answers.
Ah.
So, do you guys want to hear what my father just said to me downstairs? His parting words.
What?
He said there was something unseemly about a couple who has been living in sin for 9 years, throwing themselves a wedding.
Fuck him.
Is that what he said? Living in
He
sin?
said all it is begging for gifts.
We said no gifts.
I know.
If he felt compelled to give us anything, he should have made a donation to his favorite charity.
Yeah, like the Christian Coalition.
He's such an asshole.
Why did I invite him?
I don't know, honey. I feel like you have this fantasy that one day he's going to turn into this really great guy.
Well, I think your wedding was just right. I wish we had done it like this.
I liked what we did.
You close friends, finger food, cake, and champagne. Perfect.
Your wedding was wonderful.
Yeah, but it wasn't me. It was all my mother. She didn't freak out when I told her I was pregnant, but when I told her I didn't want to have a big wedding, she was like, "You are too having a big wedding. We did not hold on to that house in Vermont for you not to get married there." Oh, I am sorry about the hors d'oeuvres.
Why? What was wrong with them?
They sucked. See, no one ate them.
I did. The scallops wrapped in bacon, they were fantastic. Hey, too many of them.
I like them too, even though I shouldn't be eating them.
Why not?
Mollusks, any kind of shellfish. I was bad. I had one little scallop's not gonna hurt, right?
Oh, baby, you've been so good.
What'd you think of the little quiches?
Those not so good.
No.
I know, they tasted like soap. I don't know what happened. We used this caterer a lot.
So they had an off night.
Naturally, it had to be your wedding. God.
Don't worry about it. It was fine.
Yeah.
You did a great job of setting all of this up.
Didn't she?
We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, don't mention it. I'm glad I could be useful.
See all that event planning paid off?
You think?
What are you doing about your job?
Work till the baby comes, or till I start bumping into things? Then take off like a month or so? Wouldn't it be great if we had babies together?
That is a very big if.
Why?
I'm not sure I still can.
I'm sure you can.
I'm not. I'm old.
You're not old.
Yes, I am.
My OBGYN is fantastic. I bet she knows a really good fertility guy I can ask.
That's okay.
Well, maybe when we have our second, you'll have your first.
I'd like to make a toast. What I didn't say before and wish I had. I'm losing it already. There are certain people in your life who you not only love, you admire, who lead exemplary, if not always supportable, lives. Sarah and Jamie, you're my golden couple.
Aw.
You've gotten so emotional lately. I think it's the baby.
I've lived vicariously through you for years. I got to see the world without jet lag. To Sarah and Jamie, no longer living in sin, and it's about fucking time.
Here, here.
Here, thank you, Richard.
Got something for you.
We said no gifts, remember?
Just a little something. Where'd this thing come from?
Present. From me to me.
Why, the wrapping paper is so pretty. I hate to rip it. Oh, nice.
What?
Slightly out of focus. Robert Kaplan.
Oh, great. You know, I've never read it.
Yeah, me neither.
1947. It's a treat. It really is.
Perfect gift, Richard. Thank you.
From both of us, actually.
Of course.
I wrapped it.
Thank you, Mandy. Great wrapping.
Kappa plays pretty fast and loose with the truth, by the way. He was looking to sell his story to the movies.
Did he?
Never happened. The D-Day story is true, though. The kid in the dark room really did ruin most of the negatives.
Why? What happened?
He was so anxious for them to dry, he turned up the heat on the dryer.
My God, you're kidding me.
Famous boo-boo.
How's our book coming?
It's coming.
When do I get to see what you've written?
Soon.
Have you seen it?
Not me.
Well, it's not like I haven't been working on it. I have been.
I know you guys have had a lot on your minds.
Don't look at me. My work is done.
I've stayed out of your way, haven't I?
Yes,
Gave you
Richard.
plenty of time to get it together. Well, now I'm cracking the whip. What else do you have on your plate right now?
Well, I'm turning that horror movie piece I did into a book.
Too bad. Ours should be in first position.
It is. I go back and forth between the two.
No more screwing around. I need it by Friday.
What?
Or we're going to miss the spring list. Read the Kappa book. Maybe it'll inspire you.
Oh, I get it. What a subtle guy. Hey, so what is the deal with my refugee piece?
Okay, that's enough.
It's my wedding day.
It's my wedding day, too, and I'd appreciate it if the groom wasn't shit-faced.
Sarah, let me ask you something. Do you think you're ready to go back to work?
I don't know. It depends on what you have in mind.
There's an open assignment I thought you'd be right for.
What is it?
We're doing a piece on a daycare center at a women's prison. We need someone to shoot it.
Wow.
You're the first person I thought of. Everyone loved the idea. The story's already been assigned, or else I would have...
When do you need it?
As soon as possible. Sometime this week.
This week?
I know, it's such short notice. This literally came up the other night.
Are you up for it?
Where is it?
Not far. 2 hours at most, depending on traffic. You could easily do it in a day.
Getting there may be a bit of a
I
challenge.
could get you there. We can rent a car.
I'll get her there. I'll hire a driver to bring her up and take her back.
She's still a little shaky. I'm not sure how I feel about her going off on her own like that.
If she wants an assistant,
Jesus,
we'll send
would
an
you two
intern.
stop talking about me as if I weren't here?
Sorry.
It's a great fit for you. Just the sort of story you should be doing. There are great stories right here, you know. Right outside your door.
Oh, I see. So this is part of your Keep Sarah Home initiative.
Sue me.
Huh? Maybe it would help me get my sea legs back.
What if you fell? What if you re-injured yourself?
I'm not going to fall.
Well, how do you know that? That would feel pretty stupid, wouldn't it, after all the progress we've
I
made?
was just on the stairs
But
by
we've been
myself.
practicing on these stairs. We're familiar with
You don't
them.
have to tell me right now. Just think about
I
it.
don't want to think about it. I want to do it.
Great. That's wonderful. Everyone will be thrilled.
Thanks a lot.
What?
She's not ready.
I can do it.
It's
I
too
want
much
to give it a
too
try.
soon.
Think about it as part of her rehab.
What do you know about her rehab, huh? It could be dangerous going out too soon.
I'm talking about Westchester.
Come on, Jamie. You're overreacting.
If anything happens to her,
Honey!
You
getting modeling.
So what is the deal with my refugee piece?
What?
Did you think I forgot about it?
No.
Does it have a date yet, or what?
Look, let's not talk business, okay? My fault. I should have never...
It's not going to run.
Jamie,
Is
let's
it?
not get into this.
Fuck. How long have you known?
A week or so.
A week. Did you know?
No.
So when were you planning on telling me?
You were getting married, for Christ's sake. I didn't want to spoil things. I knew how much it meant to you.
That was a great piece.
It
One of
was.
the best
I
he's
know,
ever written.
absolutely.
Thanks.
Everyone agreed. It was an excellent, excellent piece.
So you killed it.
James.
Are you in the habit of killing excellent stories?
It was an editorial decision. It wasn't my decision.
Yeah, right.
Take it elsewhere. The Atlantic.
It's too late.
But don't worry. You'll get your full fee.
I don't give a shit about my fee.
What happened?
The usual bullshit. Scheduling. It was just a matter of...
They've had it for months. They've been sitting on
I
it
know.
for months.
That was part of the problem. It's shelf life
Oh, but
expired.
whose fault is that?
Jamie.
It was on the board, and then it was off, and then they wanted to cut
Cut
it.
it? I've already
I
cut
knew you would have a
1,500
bitch, so I
words.
got them to leave the length alone and bump it a week. But then we had to bump it 3 weeks, because the week after that was a special issue.
What special issue?
The annual Hollywood issue.
The Hollywood issue.
That's a big one for us. All the movie studios buy a shitload of advertising space. Don't laugh. The ad revenue from that one issue helps us stay afloat all year. But then we realized your story couldn't run the week after that.
Why is that?
Because we'd already committed to a cover story on relief workers in Africa.
You're kidding me.
Come on, you know how it is.
Iraqi refugees and relief workers in Africa can't be in the same issue? What is there, a quota?
It wasn't my call.
Bullshit, you sold me out!
James.
We go to these fucking hellholes. We put our lives on the line for what? Stories that nobody wants?
It's not true. Nobody
It's
wants
true for me! You're a star, someone will always publish your pictures. Me? I peddle stories around like a traveling salesman. And pieces get killed or cut to shreds.
Editorial has the final say.
You were
It goes
in
to the
the
magazine,
room.
not
You were
me.
sitting there.
I'm only the photo editor, for Christ's
Yeah,
sake.
right.
The only reason I'm telling you is because you're my friend.
Oh, I see.
I didn't want you finding out from someone
No,
else.
thanks a lot, buddy!
Listen, I fight at work every fucking day. Every fucking day is another battle. I go into these staff meetings, everyone has their own agenda. The fashion people, the style people, we're all fighting for the same goddamn space. Somewhere in there between the ads for imported silk lingerie or $20 million condos, I might get 4 pages on boy mercenaries in Uganda. 6, if I'm lucky. So don't tell me how I sold you out.
You talk out of both sides of your mouth, you know that?
James.
The reporters
Jamie,
advocate
that's not
one
fair.
minute, and then one of them the next. Who are you really, huh? My friend, or just another suit?
Stop it! Richard agonized over this, okay?
Honey.
He was sick about it for days. He couldn't sleep. He loves you. Why would he want to hurt you? I mean, really, he's only doing his job. They have a magazine to put out, and it has to have different things in it. Not just stories about how miserable most of the world is. So they're not going to print your piece. Too bad. Guess they already had a bummer story that week.
Excuse me.
No, I mean it. I'm sorry. I bet you
You know,
worked
what the
really
fuck
hard
do
on
you
it,
know?
Hey,
Hundreds of thousands of lives are at stake here. That's why I write these fucking things people need to know.
What am I supposed to do with this information? Me, an ordinary person. It's not like I can do anything besides feel bad and turn the page and thank God I was born in the half of the world where people have food to eat and don't go around hacking each other to death. The people who are killing each other have always been killing each other, and terrible things are always going to happen. So
You're gonna stop whining about it and do something for Christ's sake.
All right,
you know,
that's
don't just
enough.
throw your hands up in the air and say, "Oh dear, little me, pitiful me, I'm powerless, I can't do anything."
James.
I'll call you tomorrow.
You know what I wish? There is so much beauty in the world, but you only see misery. Both of you. I wish you'd let yourselves just feel the joy, you know? Otherwise, what's the point?
Why didn't your little intern help you with this?
I sent her home.
You should have buzzed me. I would have come down.
I could manage.
So? How was it?
Fine.
Get some good shots?
Yeah.
So?
Let me catch my breath.
Do you want something? Tea or
Something harder would be great.
Got it. So? Tell me.
It's not such a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's your first assignment in 6 months. It's a very big deal.
How was your day?
Well, you're looking at it.
What are you cooking?
The chicken black olive thing.
Again?
Thought I'd try not to make it rare this time.
What are you working on?
My horror movie book.
What about the pages for Richard? You promised he'd have it by Friday.
I know, he will.
You can't blow it off. You've got to do it.
I'm not. I worked on it all day, and now I'm working on this. You okay? You seem wrecked.
Long day.
It was too much for you, wasn't it? Didn't I say it'd be too much? Didn't I
No,
tell you that?
it wasn't that. Physically, I held up just fine. I had a flashback.
Prison? What was it?
Market bombing, Mosul, a couple years ago.
What happened today? What was the trigger?
Today, I'm shooting these women, these inmates with the babies they've had in prison. Some of these ladies are seriously bad. Homicide, drug dealing, trying to kill their grandmother for their ATM card, that kind of thing. Anyways, I'm shooting, sort of getting into the zone, and this one woman, big, heavily tattooed with Hell's Angels kind of skulls with fire shooting out of their eye sockets, comes up to me, gets right in my face, and looks at me with such contempt. What do you want to take my picture for, huh? And I was back in Mosul.
Was I with you?
You were off doing a story in the South. It was when I was there for the AP.
Well, what happened that day? I don't remember.
It's because I never told you. I never told anybody.
Well, tell me now. Come on. Tell me.
I was sitting in a cafe with the Reuters guys, and a car bomb went off a block or two away in a market. I just ran to it, took off without even thinking. The carnage was ridiculous. Exploded produce, body parts, eggplants, women, keening. They were digging in the rubble for their children. I started shooting, and suddenly this woman bursts out of the smoke, covered in blood. Her skin was raw and red and charred, and her hair was singed. She got so close I could smell it. And her clothes, her top had melted into her. She was screaming at me. Go away, no picture, no picture. And she started pushing me, pushing my camera with her hand on my lens.
What did you do?
Nothing. I kept on shooting. And somehow I ran the hell out of there and stopped to catch my breath and check out my cameras. There was blood on my lens. Her blood was smeared on my lens. So ashamed.
No, why?
It was wrong. Okay, what I did, it was so
No,
wrong.
wasn't.
It was indecent.
You were doing your job.
They didn't want me there. pictures. They lost children in that mess. To them, that was a sacred place, and there I was, like some kind of ghoul with a camera, just shooting away. No wonder they wanted to kill me. I would have wanted to kill me too.
No.
I live off of the suffering of strangers. I've built a career on the sorrows of people that I don't know and will never see again.
That is not true. You've helped them in ways you can't see.
Have I? Have I really? I'm such a fraud.
Hey. We don't have to do this anymore, you know?
What do you mean?
We don't have to do this. We can stay home. We can make a home. You know, these past few months, teaching myself how to cook, watching Netflix, writing while you nap, and listening to you breathe. I've been so happy. You know, simple, boring, happy. For the first time in my life, I don't have giardia or some nasty parasite that I'm trying to get rid of. And my back doesn't ache from sleeping on the ground or on lousy mattresses in these shitty hotels. I've realized, wow, this is what it must feel like to be comfortable. And I don't think I've ever known that feeling before. Maybe as a boy I did. I felt safe, but I didn't know what it was. I realized I just want to be comfortable. There. I said it. Does that make me a bad person?
Of course not.
We're going back there. Why? Unfinished business? Well, fuck unfinished business. I don't need to dodge bullets to feel alive anymore. Or step over mutilated corpses. Or watch children die. I want to watch children grow. And go on vacations like other people too. I don't know. Dude ranches. Or Club Med. And to not be on a goddamn mission every time I get on a plane. And to take our kids to Disney World and buy them all the crap they want.
So kids.
Let's just do it. We keep putting it off and putting it off. We're pushing our luck already. Let's just go ahead and do it. Now. Not 6 months from now. There's always going to be something. Some reason to put our lives on hold. The war du jour? Well, fuck it. It's our turn now. Let's stop running.
Miles, where do they come from?
I don't know. If they are seeds or seed pods, they must grow someplace on a plant, probably. And somebody or something wants this duplication to take place.
But when they're finished, what happens to our bodies?
I don't know. When the process is completed, probably the original is destroyed.
Whoa!
Disintegrates.
No, wait!
I didn't see you there. What are you looking for?
There's gotta be a cigarette around here somewhere.
What do you want a cigarette for?
I want to smoke it.
Don't. You haven't had one in months.
I want one now.
If this was keeping you up, you should have told me. I would have made it lower.
What is this?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The original, 1956. Research. Come sit.
Why do you watch this shit?
What?
Why do you watch this shit?
This isn't shit.
Saw 2, Saw 4?
It's an allegory for the MacArthur era. It's all about the Red Scare. Honey, there are no cigarettes.
Is this your idea of escapism? Just replacing real horror with fake horror?
Yes, exactly. It gets me out of my head. So yeah, whatever helps. Look, I know you think these movies are a waste of time.
That is not true.
You've always thought these movies were a waste of time.
I think most movies are a waste of time. I think that writing about shitty movies is certainly a waste of your time, legitimizing crap like this.
Look, what the fuck are you so... I said I was sorry I woke you up.
You didn't wake me. I was up, reading.
What were you reading?
The thing you wrote for our book.
How did you,
It was on your laptop.
You were on my laptop.
It was on the bed. I couldn't sleep because of all the screaming.
I said if it was too loud, you should have said
I
something.
thought I'd go online.
So you went poking around on my laptop.
Poking around. I opened it up. It was right there, just right on the screen. If you didn't want me to see it, why did you leave it up?
How much did you read?
The whole thing.
It isn't finished.
Bullshit.
It isn't.
Isn't Richard expecting it tomorrow?
Yes, but
then it's finished.
I was going to give another pass at it in the morning.
Were you ever going to let me see?
Yes, in the morning. This was hard for me, Sarah. You have your pictures. You can hold them and move them around. I have to replay everything in my head so I can write about it. I needed to process it on my own.
Process it? You mean like put it through a blender? Pulverize it?
I needed to make sense of it, okay?
Was erasing history a part of your process?
What?
How could you do that to him? After all that man went through.
What are you talking
Tariq!
about?
How could you annihilate him all over again?
Annihilate him?
You
How did I
wrote him out
annihilate
of our story.
No, I didn't!
Delete him like he never existed. Like in the old Politburo days, they white out the undesirables until there was no one left in the picture.
He's in there. I mention him.
Yeah, mentioned in passing, like the scenery.
He's not what interested me.
He's not?
Not primarily, no.
My God, and you call yourself a journalist? He's the story. The indignity that that man endured his entire life, and yet still had such humanity, such grace.
Christ, you're making him sound like a saint.
Maybe he was. Maybe he's what being a saint is really about.
You mean fucking other men's women?
Is that what I am? Your woman?
He was a scrappy opportunist, just like everybody else you met over there.
You just can't bear the thought that he and I were lovers, can you?
Don't say lovers.
So what do? Just delete him. Poof, he's gone.
You know what I think? I don't even think it was Tariq you fell in love with.
No?
No. It was his suffering, his victimhood, the romance of the wretched people. Holy cow. What a turn on. Your fucking oppression itself.
That is a shitty thing to
If
say.
you had been just another brown-skinned New York cabbie, you wouldn't have looked twice at him
If I
in the
met
rearview
you in
mirror.
a bar on the corner, who's to say I would have looked twice at you?
Well, at least you and I had things in common.
You think
We
that's
could
what it
understand
takes?
each other.
Having things in common?
Some kind of common ground. Something. His English wasn't even that good.
His English
He
was
wasn't even
very
that good of a
good.
translator.
You're beginning to sound like some fucking imperialist.
Imperialist.
Yes, but there's a hint, just more than a hint of racism here. Do you know that?
Oh, really? And your fascination with this exoticism. That isn't a kind of racism, huh? Gunga Din, the noble savage?
Fuck you!
Fuck. Sarah. Can we just... The hell with all of it. I want us to move on now. Can we? Please.
it.
God, it's going to haunt us the rest of our lives.
I'm not talking about Tariq. I'm talking about this.
What?
This life you want. I can't do it. Hey, I thought I could, but I
Wait
can't.
Wait a minute. This life I want. What do you mean, this life I want? If I remember correctly, we just got married. Hello?
I could never have gotten through this without you. I mean, I will always be grateful.
Fuck that.
What?
Grateful. I don't want you to be grateful.
Why? You didn't have to take this on.
No,
You couldn't
I
want
couldn't
to.
have. I did what a person does. That's all. It's what you do. Is that why you married me? Because you felt grateful.
You wanted it so much.
For fuck's sake.
I wanted so much.
I don't believe this.
I thought that marriage would change me. I thought that if I said and did all the right things that I would feel it. It would be so.
So having kids, that was just... Jesus.
Do you see me pushing a stroller and going on playdates? Honestly, Jane, do you?
You said you were ready, remember?
Thought I
You
was.
fucking lied to me!
I didn't lie to you.
If I lied to you, I lied to myself. I'm not what you want anymore.
Don't tell me
You
what
want a playmate. That isn't me. You want a Mandy.
That's not what I
Someone
want.
young who adores you, who will give you all of the babies you want. You should have the life you want.
All I want, all I ever wanted, is just a life with you.
I wish I could kick back and watch movies with you. I really do. But I can't. There's too much going on. I can't sit still.
Then what am I supposed to do, huh? Just pack you off to hell whenever you need your adrenaline fix? Is that what you expect me to do?
I don't expect you to do anything. I'm telling you that I can't do this. You've seen the things I've seen.
Yeah.
How can you live with yourself, knowing what goes on out there?
How? Well, it's because I know what goes on out there. And on and on. Whether you and I are there to cover it or not. So do you actually believe what you do can change anything?
It's got to. What? What were you thinking?
It's nothing.
No, what?
You'll laugh at me.
No, I won't.
Days of Wine and Roses. Blake Edwards, 1962. Jack Lemmon and Lee Remnick, drinking themselves into oblivion. But he hits the wall. Goes on the wagon, but she just can't. She needs the buzz more than she needs me. So here I am. Jack Lemmon on the wagon, but you
I'm a drunk.
need it. The whole fucking mess of it. Chaos and the drama. You need it. More than you need me.
Not more than I need you. It's good.
Yeah, I thought the juxtaposition...
Well, these two-page spreads.
I know.
Here we go.
Look at this, Richard. It looks horrible.
It does not look horrible.
Look how much you lose. You can never see the whole image.
Well, unless you split the binding.
Exactly.
I assure you it doesn't bother anyone nearly as much as it bothers you.
I doubt that very much.
It's a picture book. People understand that.
This is one battle that I was never going to win.
You're unbelievable.
It looks beautiful, Richard. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you. You guys made it happen.
We never would have done it if it hadn't been for you.
I still don't know who's going to rush out to buy it.
Plenty of people.
For people to put on their coffee tables? For guests to flip through over cocktails? Oh, darling! Look at these marvelous atrocities. Oh, pass the crudité.
Could you not?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. I don't want
No,
to be.
I understand.
Ever since the baby, Mandy's gotten super sensitive
You
about
don't
this stuff.
have to speak for me. I can speak for myself.
Sorry, I was
It's
just...
true, though. I felt it the first time I held her. This amazing feeling. You become, like, hyper-aware of everything. You don't know. You can't know what it's like until it's your child you're holding.
Yeah.
Should I not have said that?
No, you can say it.
You suddenly realize your life will never be the same. You'll always have this feeling in your chest, like a sigh. That you can never let out, this fear that something could happen to her. You just want to hold on to her forever.
Which, of course, you can't.
I know.
You're going to have to send her to school one day.
I thought about that. I was thinking, maybe I'll homeschool her.
Really?
Maybe.
When do you go back to work?
Oh, I'm not.
No?
No,
Yeah, she decided she doesn't want it. Sorry.
I was supposed to go back in like 3 weeks maybe, but the closer it got, I found myself feeling sadder and sadder. I mean, I was crying all the time, wasn't I? Just the thought of turning her over to someone else, a stranger? It just didn't seem natural. I mean, who could possibly love her more than I do?
I'm pretty crazy about her.
Of course you are. It's not like I do something important. I mean, why would I do something like totally trivial when I can be at home raising my child?
Makes sense.
You mean that?
Yes, why?
I don't know. Somehow I'm made to feel like there's something wrong with me. Like I must not be a serious woman because I want to stay home and raise my child.
Who makes you feel that way?
Well, you do.
I do.
I don't know. Maybe you're not even aware of doing it, but
Honey, you know, I think it's time
Thank
we...
you for bringing over the book.
Don't mention it. Wanted to make sure you saw it before you left.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, kiddo.
Bye.
Send me great stuff.
I will.
And if you need anything, promise me you'll call me.
I promise.
Be happy.
I am happy. This is me happy.
You, I'll see you later.
Bye.
I can't believe she slept the whole time. I was hoping you'd get to see all the neat little tricks she does.
Oh, I will. Next time I see her, she'll have a whole new repertoire. She's beautiful.
Isn't she? She's an angel.
Yeah, she is.
Well, bye.
Bye.
Can we email each other?
Of course.
I'll send you pictures. Of her, I mean.
Do that.
Are you,
Oh, no, I'm,
Right.
Safe journeys, kiddo.
Have a great trip.
see ya.
She seems,
I know, she's actually an excellent mother.
I bet.
Just found her calling.
So what have you been up to?
Not much. A couple of freelance gigs. A long piece for Vanity Fair.
Oh, good. What?
A celebrity profile. I'm not even going to tell you of whom. You'll just get me shit for it. So what's the first stop?
Kabul, then on to Kandahar. And then, we'll see. You're welcome to stay here, you know,
What do you mean?
when I'm gone.
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I'll be gone 2 months at
I
least.
know.
You'll have it all to yourself.
I couldn't. You're way too weird. Thanks, though. I'll probably come by sometime for the rest of my books and stuff.
Sure.
And the TV.
That's all yours. Sleeping on Richard's sofa can't be as comfy as all that.
Actually, there's a good chance I'll be moving out pretty soon.
Have you found something?
Someone else's, actually. It's all the way uptown, right by the hospital.
Whose?
I'm seeing this person, actually.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. It's been a couple months, and so she asked me if I wanted to move in, so
So it's serious.
I think it is, yeah.
I'm afraid to ask. Is she a grown-up?
41.
Oh.
Her name is Visna.
Indian?
Cambodian.
No.
She's an ER doc. Came over when she was around 10. Divorced. One kid, a son.
Son.
12 years old. Great kid. He's a ride, actually.
Yeah.
He really is. I love him. We have a lot of fun.
Instant family.
Yeah.
See that? That didn't take very long, did it?
So how about you? Are you up?
No.
I should let you pack.
Just my usual quart of Imodium and vat of sunscreen.
What time's your flight?
I'm good. I don't have to be at the airport till 8 or 9.
I told them I'd watch the baby tonight so they could go out to eat.
Aren't you the hands-on uncle?
It's the least I can do to earn my keep.
Better go then.